Hello, fabulous Libra. How are you? Woo, we got cards coming out all over the place, my guides are saying. So I'm here for your May reading. It's wonderful to be here with you. I am trying to do my best to encapsulate the readings a little bit. So the cards have been coming out, and I'm just picking the cards that indicate your travel on a soul level. So Libra, before we jump in, I'm assuming all of you know that this month in May, there's the next card, I like it, you are going to be experiencing a major shift. All the air signs are. All the signs that are in transition because of the nodal axis of the shift that's coming forward, nodal axis shift, the messages are coming through very loud and clear. I just want you to know. I'm seeing it in your cards. There's an amazing journey happening. Before we jump in, I want to remind everybody that you can come to Moonrise Cottage for a limited time. I don't know how long I'm going to do this, but I have put the ability on my website. My guys are chattering. I'm sorry. They're interrupting me. You have a choice. You can get any of my standard readings. They're all still there, but there's an addition, a special reading. Because of this COVID-19 crisis, it's $25. You can come get a reading. I do the readings until the readings are done. So despite what it may say on the website, we may go over. So just adjust your time when you book. It's very easy if you haven't been to my website. It's just click and follow, and you'll be taken to PayPal. You'll be taken to my calendar. You can self-book. You're going to get a reminder email. All of that happy stuff. So below, link for that. Link to make a donation to my channel, which I would very, very much appreciate. Donations have been coming in spontaneously lately, so I'm very grateful. Thank you to all the people who've been sending donations. And let's see, what else is below? Oh, there are links below for the astrology for the month of May, having to do with the shift in the axis from a water sign into an air sign. So Libra, it's going to affect you. The nodal axis is shifting into Gemini. Lots going on this month. It's all about shift and change in a very profound, my guides are saying, prophetic way. So check that out. Make sure to inform yourself. The weekly meetings that we are having, Zoom meetings, so that we can be together, talk to each other, have an experience together, preparing to weave the tapestry. Those are going forward. It's only $11.11 per week. It happens on Sundays at 1 o'clock Eastern Time, U.S. We have lovely, like I just said, smattering, a lovely group of individuals forming, and there are folks who are beginning to jump in from across the world, so I'm excited about that. So please come and join us. The meditation links to prepare for that journey or to engage with during that journey are also below. So there's a treasure trove of stuff down there. Just scroll down and check it out, okay? And if you want to join us and you haven't done the meditation pathway, don't worry about that. Just start. There's no time like the present, okay? So let's jump into your reading. Here's the first oracle card that came out. Look at that. Fabulous Libra. Snake. That, well, my guides are saying the words again. Profound, prophetic, things like that. This is powerful shamanistic energy. It is fire energy, and there's kind of a lot of fire in your reading, which is very interesting. I think because the South Node is going into Sagittarius, my guides are speaking with you about the totality of the energy, if you will. So snake medicine is the medicine of the shaman. It is about being able to use your fire, the fire side of your nature, or the fire that's available, in order to have a very profound Kundalini awakening. You know, the old snake shaman people were able to suffer many snake bites, and the poison didn't affect them. There are a lot of words like that in the book. I'm going to refrain today from reading it to you, but if you want to know, go and look it up online, okay? There is something hatching. The last time I got this card in one of my personal spreads, my entire life changed. And I did have a profound awakening, a very giant journey. It's one of the reasons I went off to New Mexico, because this energy was going on. It came to me in a dream. So heads up, beautiful Libra, something is about to hatch in your life, and it's you, basically. So how do we know? Because look, from the Mystical Shaman Oracle, soul retrieval. Look at you. And you know what? Do you see the chrysalis? So for the last, I think all of April and maybe before, and the readings that have been about weaving the tapestry, that's what I put as the thumbnail, a chrysalis. So if you haven't seen it, go to my guides are saying website, go to my channel and look at some of the readings. Look at your reading for April. All right, look at the readings that have been coming forward. This is the information that I've been getting in a general sense. My guides are saying, and now it's down to you, literally. Okay? Fabulous. And so what the nature of the retrieval, see that? Sagittarius in the South Node, fire energy again. Look at that. Really phenomenal. So there's, my guides are saying, burning passion and things like that. There's something inside of you that's ready to hatch. So I just finished the Gemini reading. Have a curiosity, my guides are saying. Go watch that reading and you'll understand really the nature of what the air sign people are going to be experiencing. Something's unfolding, and we're seeing it in all of these ways. 3 oracle cards that all have the same message in a certain way. So when it comes down to your Celtic Wisdom Tarot reading, that's the first card. That's the theme of the reading. The Warrior of Battle. Do you see the spear at the tip of the spiral? Again, another message about destiny coming forward. So this young man stands in a field. Behind him, we see the mound that is a passage to him. The sun is coming up. And he's been able to provide. You see how open he is? He's had his transformation because of the blue kilt, we know. He's standing in front of the place where the ancient ones were interred, went off on the solstices to make their soul journey, and then able to, when the time was right for them, reincarnate and come back to this place. So what he's doing is learning lessons about how to provide for his community. That's why he has the goose in his hand. It's about providing for the sacred family. So part of the story is about supporting the lineage of his family and coming into that time in his life when he's mature enough to be able to do that, and in a way that is extremely focused, very ethical, and has the desire to be standing in life in that framework, my guides are saying. So that's the theme of the reading. Here's the energy that's about you inside the reading. Look at you. Do you understand? My guides are saying you and you. All right. So, foundation of skill. You're going to come through a rite of passage, beautiful Libra. The foundation of skill is about coming into a place, again, of maturation. Do you see you have all your tools? You're a master now. You have all the tools you need. You've developed them along your journey. And now you literally work. Hang on, my guides are talking. You literally work with the fire of creation. It is within you, and it's going to blossom and come out to the surface where you can access it in a conscious way. That's what's going on. Look at you, forging something brand new in your life because you've reached the capacity to do so. That is the 6 of Wands. You're riding into the town square, victorious on your white horse, because your ability to create with sacred passion has reached mastery, and that is why you are victorious. It's phenomenal. So in terms of that being the overarching message, as a human, incarnated, a starseed, incarnated here, here's the, again, my guides are saying, it's a reflection, again, of this, mastery. The type of mastery that you've reached, beautiful Libra. Do you see the gray streaks in the beard? See the hands are open? Look. The counselor of truth. That's the Hermit card. You're going deep inside, Libra. or you've been. I think my guides are saying both things are true. To be able to focus very deeply in the sacred spaces, to understand what is meant to be known, and then, like this person did in days of old, my guides are saying, and then be available to the people who come and seek you out, to share that wisdom, to share that knowledge, and to mostly to inform your own life because of the things that are happening here on this earth, my guides are saying. So when this story begins to unfold in the month of May, you may already feel it. You are going to be standing like that in your strength. That is the empowerer, the empowerer of will. Another major arcana card, two of them in a row in the sector that is about your earthly existence. Wow, amazing. So since we see you in this place, in this new foundation, having come into your wisdom and using that as your strength, because what you're going to do, like that rabbit depicts, you're going to be following the pathway of the vibrational energy that is set up in this time. So, it's always backwards. So we see the sacred sword of victory. We see that the goddess has the soul, your soul, resting on her knee. You are being transported on a vibrational pathway to see how activated she is. So we're talking, in one sense, we're talking about the male and female half of you. And the feminine, the notion of the all-mother, the sacred feminine warrior of the universe. My guides are talking about Kali. Ooh, right? So do some research about Kali. There's a horrific vision. If you look on the internet, you'll see Kali with blood dripping out of her mouth and heads. She's eating heads. Do the research. Find out what that's really all about, okay? And you'll understand the message my guides are saying. So when you in your human life come into this station, this way of being, because of the vibration inside of you, it's going to take you up into its, my guides are talking about into its own spiral. And I'm getting a picture of a helix, so we're talking about into your DNA. It's going to be woven, that's what it is, thank you, Spirit. It's going to be woven into you. You're going to feel it. And you're going to want to go straight with that energy. Here's the last card about your human impulse this month, given everything that's coming out. Look who that is. Warrior of Skill. All right. That's the Knight of Wands. Passion, fire, energy, the ability to, in a moment of inspiration, get on your horse and go straight into the impulse. So what he does is he stands in the mystical realm, right? The twilight realm with his beautiful white horse. All right. Again, it's about being ethical, being clear. My guys are talking about swords now. So they're saying there's sort of a blending of this. Oh, no, they're nudging me is what they're doing. Okay. Because there's the sword. Actually, it's this way. See the sword? You're going to get your sword. And then you're going to have an impulse to follow the energy. And then like the Knight of Wands would do, you're going to get on your horse and you're going straight into it. And it's going to be a mystical adventure. Beautiful. Thank you, Spirit. See how he's got magic? He's got his wand. He's got the mushrooms, the magic mushrooms, perhaps. People always wonder that. Maybe. I don't know. Saddlebags are packed. He's just hanging out. My guides are saying he's waiting for the impulse from the great Mother Goddess, and then he's going to ride straight in that direction. Fabulous. So when that occurrence, my guides are saying, happens in your human, when you feel the energy as the axis shifts, and you, as the part of the sacred triad of the air signs on the astrology wheel, you're going to take up the energy in your own particular way based on the spectral signature of the energy of Libra. So if you want to learn more about that, come join us in that weekly group. This is the energy that ties together and creates, my guides keep saying, this occurrence. Full moon's coming in just a few days in Scorpio. Deep, 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 journey, and travel. That's Piscean energy. We're talking about the full moon in Scorpio, so you're going into the deep. And I believe what's happening with the air signs is you're going out to the galactic center to get a transmission, to be able to come back to this place and share that energy with Earth. My guy just said with the Earthlings. So that's the moon card. Look how beautiful. You can get in that boat and put your hands on the oars and sail away to any destination that you can imagine. This is the imaginer of harmony. That's what's going to take up your being and your spirit because of this kind of an awakening and the soul retrieval that you are on the path for. Right? Absolutely not one doubt in my mind, partly because I've experienced these things in my own life, and I trust the guides when they pull the cards out now, because the readings this month in May have been really deep and really phenomenal. And I have no doubt. So, first step. Hang on one sec. Guides are talking. Yeah. All right. So, on the level of your soul, your contract, your circuit, the cycle of your existence, in a very sacred way, that's the point. That's what your soul work is about. In this moment, you're going to be developing the ability, feeling the ability, because of this, to actually connect on a vibrational pathway. That's why you're going out to the galactic center to understand. My guys keep doing this. They're like, they want you to know it's going to be that kind of an experience traveling out, or Snake wouldn't be here. All right. So this couple is learning how to match their vibration together despite any obstacles. The obstacles are overcome. So this is the Three of Cups. Actually, sorry, mixing up the cards. That's what this is. The courtship of art. The art of how to create the energetic signature with others from within your soul point, my guides are saying. So they did have someone who was trying to obstruct that, and through some mystical means, they took care of that problem. And I don't know if you can tell, but you can sort of see there's a figure in that bag. No harm has come to that individual, but they're just tied up with a little bow, and they're out of the way. Done and done. My guides just said, and done and done. So on a soul level, when you have this experience and you come into this point of your soul contract, it creates a completion moment. That's the Sun card. So my guides are talking about understanding your soul, the chapter. They're saying the chapter, meaning I'm talking about your soul contract. So the chapter that you're in with your soul and the chapter of this reading, all good things, right? The most positive card you could have for yourself as a soul being. You've been transformed. That person has been transformed, is now marked with the radiant energy. Thank you, Spirit. The radiant energy of the sun as a fire shaman. I might have to read a couple passages from the book, but let's get through the card, and I'll put that at the end. And if you don't want to stick around for that, you don't have to. All right, so that's what's going on. Very definitely and very clearly. So this person, this is the third major arcana card that's come out in the reading. Standing, do you see the spiral again? Standing in the sacred place of the ancients. That's what this is about. Having all the bounty that you could have as a soul being, intent on making the journey. You've been through a lot of lifetimes, Libra. Those of you that are here to pick up this message. Many lifetimes. Many visits back and forth to and from this place called Earth. And you've had a lot of stamina for this long journey. And you are now at this apex moment where that destination for that particular soul circuit that you've been on. You've reached it. This is the zenith moment. Revelation of knowledge. Ooh, it's giving me a chill, Libra. Gorgeous. So this is a story about a warrior. Same story. Many, like 1,000 years of incarnations. That person happened to make their shape-shifting without a death cycle. So it's really interesting that we see all this transition, but we don't see the death card. The closest thing we have is the snakes and the moon card, the sacred feminine. My guys were already talking about the yaw, the sacred feminine portal. So this, that's why. Okay, thank you, Spirit. All right, so this guy finally shapeshifted into a salmon. He was caught, taken to the palace. He was eaten by the queen. My guys just said, as a coincidence to the message. And then he was reborn. And he was reborn as a very highly renowned wisdom keeper of the age, my guides are saying. So, Libra, that's where you're going this month. Pretty amazing, huh? And look, there's the adventure. Do you see destiny turning? So the outcome of the reading, look at that, the adventure of art. So we're talking about love. This is Cup, 7 of Cups. This person had to go on a sacred adventure in order to be able to get their vibration back. That's what's occurring here. In traditional tarot, we see a man looking at all these cups in the sky. Most people say, well, you can't decide what you want. Untrue, in my opinion. My guy just said, my unhumble, and it's true. I'm not humble about it. I believe that this is about a journey, a sacred adventure, wherein you get to experience and evaluate and understand your many choices while you are in the process of regaining your sacred vibration that has been taken from you, or that has been lost, or that needs retweaking, or that has increased its vibrational voltage, my guys just said, right? So if I understand it correctly, voltage is the amount of energy that goes through a tube, some wiring, all right? It's the force with which the energy moves through. That's what my guides are talking about relative to this entire reading, right? So this person had to go into the sacred realm to get the vibrational instrument back. It's a story about the instrument being stolen, right? So it's a fairy tale. He was the cantor, the sacred poet, the singer. He had to go, okay, I get it, Spirit. He had to go and get himself back. See? That story, remember that part? You're going. Libra, it's really exciting. I'm very, very, very excited about the energy of the North Node moving into the gorgeous air signs, who then take the energy and, that's what it is, thank you, Spirit, and transmit it through the atmosphere to all the beings that reside here in this place. So I'm going to pick a rune for you, beautiful Libra. Boy, this is gorgeous. Thank you, Spirit. Okay, can we please have something for gorgeous Libra for the month of May 2020? Okay, my guys just said from the prophet, and they're talking about the oracle of the Norse rune. Spirit, please give us some message. They just said encouragement. They want to give you some encouragement. There it is. Okay. I'll read this to you. Well, there's no need to read it, really. But I'm going to pluck a few words from the book just because. Look, that's the rune for opening. And it is symbolized by the torch. Thank you, Spirit. My guides, I was saying this after I did the Gemini reading because it blew my mind. Go watch the Gemini reading. Holy cow. They're so elegant sometimes. And I somehow, for some reason, I always forget. Okay. Opening. Symbolized by fire and the torch. This is the rune Kano. The rune of opening and renewed clarity. There's a spelling of darkness that has been shrouding some part of your life. Check it out. Hang on. They want me to hold this up. I'm going to have to get a little book holder because they always want me to hold stuff up. All right. Something that's been shrouding your life. Your choices, perhaps. Or, my guys just said, removing your choices from you. Look. So that darkness is going to be lifted. And you are free now to both receive gifts and know the joy of non-attached giving. Kano is the rune for the morning of activities, for serious, clear intent and concentration, all of which are essential at the beginning of any new endeavor. Kano is one of the 13 cycle runes, and the protection offered by this rune is this: the more light you have, the more you can see. All right, hang on. They're asking me to pause. They're trying to sort of make their points while I'm reading and just sort of nudge your understanding. See that? Look, the morning of activities. The more light you have, the better you can see. Okay, so in relationships, there can now be a mutual opening up, which you may trigger and set in motion through your awareness that the light of understanding is once again available to you both. You will be better able to see what is trivial and outmoded in your own conditioning. Recognize that while on the one hand you are limited and dependent, on the other you exist at the perfect center, where the harmonious and beneficent forces of the universe merge and radiate. Wow. There's an enormous amount of energy streaming through at this moment. It's a confirmation for me from my guides, and it swells up in my heart chakra. And then, I get a little choked up. So if you've been watching my channel, sometimes I just cry and I have to stop reading because there's so much energy streaming through. So it is time to understand that you are that center. Simply put, if you have been operating in the dark, there is now enough light to see that the patient on the operating table is you. Libra, thank you very much for your dedication and your willingness to be here in this way, in these moments, to take up the energy and to take your turn on the wheel, my guides are saying, so that our destiny here in this place can merge and radiate. That is the stuff of weaving the tapestry. It brings forward what humans call 4D and 5D. The all one, the universal consciousness, which is the vibration and the voltage of love energy. And it comes into us through our nervous system, through our heart chakra. That's why I get choked up when I feel the energy that's coming through to you from my guides. So Libra, thank you so much, so very much for being here. I'm going to look very much forward to being with you again soon. Have a lovely month. Please leave me some comments and let me know what's going on in your life. All right. Thanks, Libra. Enjoy the month. It's going to be phenomenal.